Another really good start there, and they're away in this men's under-18 200-metre final. So we're about to wind him up and watch him go here. Gout Gout. He's already got the stagger, so he moves right on past Chase Grant, and now we really start to open him up. So let the legs loose and let the kid run. He is absolutely gone. He is Gout of this world. 20.07.
At just 16 years old, Australian running sensation Gout has just signed an amazing deal with one of the biggest sports companies in the world, Adidas. Let's look at what this means for the young runner and how it happened. The deal is really special because it's worth more than $6 million and will last until the 2032 Olympic Games, which will happen right in Gout's home country in Brisbane. This means Adidas believes Gout will keep getting better and better for many years to come. This news is spreading like a wildfire, and let's see what Rory Dunk just tweeted. Adidas made an excellent signing this year by acquiring 16-year-old Australian talent Gout Gout. James Templeton, who helped Gout make important decisions as his manager, said that many big companies wanted to work with him. But Adidas won because they showed they cared about Gout's future. They didn't just want him to run fast, they also wanted to make sure he could finish school and grow up properly. The deal has some nice parts to it. First, Gout will get special bonuses when he does well in big competitions like the World Championships or Olympic Games. But what's cool is that Adidas ensured the deal would let Gout keep studying and finish his education at Ipswich Grammar School. This shows they care about him as a person, not just as a runner. But wait, there is more. Gout is happy about signing with Adidas. He told Citius Mag, "I'm super excited to have signed with Adidas. I'm not stopping here. I'll work so hard to repay the faith they have shown me. I'll stay hungry and chase down what's next." These words show that even though he's getting paid a lot of money, he still wants to work hard and improve. This deal puts Gout in some pretty amazing company.
Honey, where's my silver soap? Hi, I'm Gout. I'm running the 200 and 4x1 relay. My 100's always been like a bit iffy, and since 200 is my favorite event and it's my better event, I want to focus on that. And since the 100 heats, finals, and semis are all the day before, and a couple of days before, I just want to focus on my 200. I mean, it's going to be very competitive. The likes of Christian, Miller, and all the Jamaican guys, they're really tough. So I think, hopefully my fans will be there cheering me on, but it's going to be a really tough competition. Since this is my first big meet, I'm just looking forward for the experience and just getting out there, running against fast people, seeing what I can do in the world stage. Let's go! Yeah, boys.
Let's go.
Adidas works with some of the most famous athletes in the world. They have football stars like David Beckham and Lionel Messi, basketball player Stephen Curry, and even Noah Lyles, who is one of the fastest runners in the world right now. Speaking of Noah Lyles, he also runs for Adidas and is one of their highest paid athletes. Now Gout will be part of this special group. The timing of this deal is perfect because Gout keeps showing everyone how amazing he is at running. Just recently, Gout did something really impressive in the 100 meters too. He ran it in 10.31 seconds, which might not sound that different from his earlier time of 10.29, but there's something special about this run. He was running into a strong headwind, which meant the wind was pushing against him and making it harder to run fast. If there had been no wind, experts think he might have run it in about 10.24 seconds, and with a helpful tailwind, maybe even 10.15 seconds. What makes Gout even more special is that he's known for being really fast at the end of races, not at the start. But now he's getting better at starting too. In his 100-meter race, he actually had a bit of a wobbly start. He stumbled a little in the first few steps, but after that, he ran so fast that nobody could catch him. For the next 90 meters, he just kept getting further and further ahead of everyone else. Right now, Gout is in a really special place in the running world. He's one of the fastest 16-year-olds ever to run track. What makes this extra exciting is that he still has several years left to compete in junior competitions. Most runners don't reach their fastest speeds until they're in their early 20s, so Gout might get even faster as he gets older and stronger. People who watch running are really excited to see what Gout will do next. They wonder if he might be able to run the 200 meters in under 20 seconds while he's still a junior runner. That would be incredibly fast. They're also curious about whether he might be able to run the 100 meters in close to 10 seconds flat. Some people are even wondering if he might try running the 400-meter race too. The really amazing thing about Gout is that he keeps surprising everyone. Every time people think they know how fast he can run, he runs even faster. His coaches say he works really hard in training, and it shows in his races. Even when he's running against older athletes, he doesn't seem scared or nervous. He just goes out there and runs his fastest. Sally Pearson, one of Australia's greatest runners, thinks Guot might be really special. She told Wide World of Sports that maybe we are seeing the next Usain Bolt. That's a really big thing to say because Bolt is probably the most famous runner ever. The deal was actually signed during the World Under-20 Championships in Peru, Lima, where Gout won a silver medal in the 200 meters and helped Australia's team come in 5th place in the 4x100-meter relay. Even though he was one of the youngest runners there, he showed he could compete with older athletes. Looking ahead, everyone is excited to see what Gout will do in the future. The 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles might be when we see him try to win his first Olympic medal. By then, he'll be 20 years old and probably even faster than he is now. Then, 4 years later, he'll get to compete in the Olympics in his home country of Australia. This deal with Adidas isn't just about money, it's about believing in a young person who might become one of the greatest runners ever. It shows that if you work hard and have a special talent, good things can happen, even when you're still in school. The most important thing is that this deal will let Gout focus on both his running and his education without having to worry about anything else. With Adidas supporting him, he can keep chasing his dreams of becoming one of the fastest runners in the world while still growing up and learning like any other teenager. If you like the video, subscribe to our channel for more updates.
Away here in the heats and he's gone. How do you do, Gout Gout? That is absolutely unbelievable. That is history.
Gout Gout takes the track world by storm with stunning performance. The young sprinter has an incredible 2024 season, leaving experts amazed by his speed and talent. At just 16 years old, Gout has already put himself in the conversation as the next big star in sprinting. But what makes his rise so extraordinary, and why is everyone talking about it? Let's take a closer look at his remarkable journey. On January 27, 2024, he ran the 200-meter race in 20.69 seconds. That's impressive for someone his age. Most runners don't get that fast until they're much older. This time put him in the same group as some of the best young runners ever.
Was a quick start from both of those men. Leading into the straight, it is Gout in the center. Also Thamil of Sri Lanka going well and holding on to that second spot at the moment. 20.77 for Gout. Remember, this young man is only...
On March 16th, something really special happened at the Queensland Athletics Championships. In the under-18 division, Gout ran the 100 meters in just 10.29 seconds. When people saw this race, they couldn't believe their eyes. He didn't just win, he left everyone else far behind, especially in the last part of the race.
Another really good start there, and they're away in this men's under-18 200-meter final. So we're about to wind him up and watch him go here, Gout Gout. He's already got the stagger, so he moves right on past Chase Grant, and now we really start to open him up. So let the legs loose and let the kid run. He is absolutely gone. He is Gout of this world. 20.07.
Wow.
That is not huge.
What made this race even more impressive was that Gout's time wasn't just good enough to win his age group, it was actually faster than the older runners too. He would have won the under-20 race and even the grown-ups race with that time. And here's something really interesting. There was no wind helping him run faster that day. The older runners actually had some wind helping them, but Gout still beat their times without any help from the wind. After winning all the big races in Australia, Gout went to the World Junior Championships. This was a really big deal because he would be racing against the best young runners from all over the world. Most of them were older than him, but Gout didn't let that stop him from doing something amazing. In the 200-meter race, he went up against an 18-year-old runner from South Africa named Bayanda Waza, who was expected to win easily. But wait, there is more. The race against Waza was really exciting to watch. At first, it looked like Waza was going to win easily. He was way ahead of Gout in the first half of the race. Most people thought there was no way Gout could catch up. But then something amazing happened. Gout started running so fast in the second half of the race that he almost caught up to Waza. When people looked at the race carefully using slow-motion video, they found something really interesting. Gout ran the first 100 meters in about 10.8 seconds, but then he ran the second 100 meters in about 9.7 seconds. This is super impressive because most runners get slower in the second half of a 200-meter race, but Gout actually got faster. Even professional adult runners would be happy to run that fast in the second half of a race. To help you understand how fast this is, let's compare it to the Olympic finals. Gout's second half of the race was only 0.02 seconds slower than A.R. Knight, one of the best runners in the world. He was even faster than some of the adult Olympic runners. Remember, Gout was only 16 years old when he did this. The only thing he needed to work on was his start. If he could begin the race faster, he might be even more amazing. On November 3rd, Gout showed everyone that he was getting even better. At the Queensland All-School Championships in Brisbane, Australia, he ran the 200 meters again. This time, he ran it in 20.29 seconds. This was much faster than before, and it put him on a very special list. Only 3 other young runners in history have ever run faster than this Aryan Non, Usain Bolt, and Purol Bonson. Just one day before this amazing 200-meter race, Gout did something really impressive in the 100 meters too. He ran it in 10.31 seconds, which might not sound that different from his earlier time of 10.29, but there's something special about this run. He was running into a strong headwind, which means the wind was pushing against him and making it harder to run fast. If there had been no wind, experts think he might have run it in about 10.24 seconds, and with a helpful tailwind, maybe even 10.15 seconds. What makes Gout even more special is that he's known for being really fast at the end of races, not at the start. But now he's getting better at starting too. In his 100-meter race, he actually had a bit of a wobbly start. He stumbled a little in the first few steps, but after that, he ran so fast that nobody could catch him. For the next 90 meters, he just kept getting further and further ahead of everyone else. Right now, Gout is in a really special place in the running world. He's one of the fastest 16-year-olds ever to run track. What makes this extra exciting is that he still has several years left to compete in junior competitions. Most runners don't reach their fastest speeds until they're in their early 20s, so Gout might get even faster as he gets older and stronger. People who watch running are really excited to see what Gout will do next. They're wondering if he might be able to run the 200 meters in under 20 seconds while he's still a junior runner. That would be incredibly fast. They're also curious about whether he might be able to run the 100 meters in close to 10 seconds flat. Some people are even wondering if he might try running the 400-meter race too. The really amazing thing about Gout is that he keeps surprising everyone. Every time people think they know how fast he can run, he runs even faster. His coaches say he works really hard in training, and it shows in his races. Even when he's running against older athletes, he doesn't seem scared or nervous. He just goes out there and runs his fastest. Looking ahead to the future, lots of people think Gout might become one of the biggest stars in running. He's already breaking records for his age group, and he's doing it in a way that reminds people of some of the greatest runners ever. The way he can run so fast at the end of races is something special that not many runners can do. What's also interesting is that Gout still has lots of room to improve. His coaches say he's still learning the best way to start races, and he's still growing and getting stronger. If he can make his starts as good as his finishes, he might run even faster times than nobody expects. The running world is watching Gout very closely now. Every time he races, people wonder if they're going to see something amazing happen. He's scheduled to race again soon in Australia, and everyone's excited to see what he might do next. Some people think he might be the next great sprinting star, following in the footsteps of legends like Usain Bolt. At just 16 years old, Gout Gout is already achieving his goals that most runners can only dream of. And the best part is, this could just be the start of his incredible journey in track and field. Who's your favorite athlete? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates.
So the under-18 men's 200 is away. The much-anticipated Gout Gout fight here. And on his inside, Andrew Mayenda is going to be the challenger. So Mayenda, the South Australian, he's fast. He's putting the challenge down to Gout Gout. And Josiah John out wide from WA. Josiah John, Gout Gout, though, now shows his class. Gout Gout from Queensland, 20.87. That is a national record.
Could he be faster than Usain Bolt? Gout Gout, a teenager from Ipswich, is making headlines around the world.
16-year-old Gout Gout has broken a 56-year-old Australian 200-meter record, earning global acclaim. Now invited to train with Olympic champion Noah Lyles, his rise signals a transformative moment in athletics.
With his big beaming smile and very fast feet, Gout Gout is taking his newfound profile all in his stride.
Come on, push.
His coach, Di Shepherd, the first to spot his potential on Ipswich Grammar School's back oval 3 years ago.
Olympics straight away. I don't know. Everyone goes, what did you see? And I went, gut instinct. I just looked at him and went, who's that?
A question Gout's rivals have no doubt asked themselves as he quickly outpaced them.
20.87. That is a national record.
Very proud. It's probably a lot quicker than I expected. I would have thought about 18 he would break through.
His team.
Gout Gout's recent performances at the Australian All-Schools Athletics Championships have been nothing short of spectacular. In a remarkable display of raw talent and speed, the young sprinter clocked an astounding time of 20.04 seconds in the 200-meter event. This performance isn't merely fast, it's a historic achievement. To put this into perspective, Gout's time shattered a 56-year-old Australian record set by Peter Norman at the 1968 Mexico City Olympics. Norman's time of 20.06 seconds had stood the test of time for over half a century, making Gout's achievement all the more remarkable. But that's not all. This time is also faster than what Usain Bolt, widely regarded as the greatest sprinter of all time, ran at the same age.
This kid, though, just on the fact that he is such an amazing athlete and has done something, the most coveted record in sprinting was Peter Norman's 1968 200-metre record that he did in that iconic race, of course, that Black Power race in Mexico City. And the fact that he has come out as a 16-year-old, he's not 17 until the 29th of December, is a phenomenal thing. The other thing, too, he ran 10.04, a windy 10.04. That's the 5th fastest in all conditions by an Australian. He will be the greatest athlete we have ever produced in this country. Wow. I'm saying that hands down. And I honestly believe a lot of people are comparing him to the GOAT, Gout to the GOAT, who is Usain Bolt, of course. I think he's got more. I think he's got more to produce the goods. And I sat down with a British coach who has trained some of the best 400-metre runners in the world ever, and he reckons over the 400 he could very well be the world record holder too. So who knows, 100, 200, 400, he may make it happen. In terms of the 100 too, breaking that 10-second barrier, it will not only just be a blip on his radar, he'll do it 100 times and it won't even be a barrier for him.
Really?
That's magic.
Because he's so young, isn't he?
He's so young, so talented, has a great team around him. His coach, Di Shepherd, his manager, James Templeton, his parents, who we heard from, his dad, Bona, just there, and Monica, just beautiful people. And he's one of 7 siblings. He's got a great story. It's just, and leading into 2032, I mean, there is going to be a huge support for him. He has the world at his feet. He's going to train with Noah Lyles in January as well. Of course, Noah Lyles, the Olympic champion. He's going to be brilliant. He just, for me, greatness is destined for Gout Gout.
That is
good.
It's
Good
great
stuff.
to hear,
Or Guot Gout.
isn't it, from someone who knows, and what a great Australian story.
It is.
Yeah,
huge.
as well. Thank you very much, Sherbo, for that.
When asked about his record-breaking performance, Gout's response was simple yet powerful. Remember it. This two-word reaction speaks volumes about the young athlete's confidence and ambition. He further added, "I've been chasing that record, but I didn't think it would come this year. I thought it would come maybe next year, the year after that. Right now I can't process it, but I guess tonight when I go to bed, I'll think about it." These are adults. And me, I'm just a kid, and I'm running them down. It's pretty crazy.
I've been chasing that record, but I didn't think it would come this year. I thought it would come maybe next year or the year after that. So just getting it now is definitely a great achievement for sure. As soon as the gun went, I was flying and just came home. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, right now, I can't really process it, but I guess tonight when I go in my bed, think about it, it'll be pretty crazy for sure.
But Gout wasn't done impressing. In the 100-meter event, he blazed through with a time of 10.04 seconds, while this time was wind-assisted and therefore not eligible for official records. It still stands as the fourth fastest U18 100-meter time in Australian history. This performance showcases Gout's versatility across sprint distances, a trait shared by many of the sport's greats. Following his legal personal best of 10.17 seconds in the 100-meter final, Gout said, "I've been chasing this national under-18 record for a while. This was a great atmosphere. This does wonders for track, and I couldn't be happier. When I was younger, I didn't think I could compete against the best, or even train with them. Now I'm up there. I couldn't be happier." These performances have naturally led to comparisons with Usain Bolt, the 8-time Olympic gold medalist and world record holder in both 100 meters and 200 meters. Bolt himself has taken notice of the young Australian's talent. When asked about Gout on social media, Bolt commented, "He looks like a young me. Coming from the fastest man in history, this is high praise indeed." But the most shocking development in Gout's burgeoning career is his connection with current Olympic 100-meter champion Noah Lyles. In a move that has surprised many in the athletics world, Lyles has extended an invitation for Gout to train with him in Florida. Gout's manager, James Templeton, confirmed this exciting opportunity. "We have the opportunity to go to Florida and join the training group of Noah Lyles and coach Lance Brauman. There are about 16 or 18 top sprinters there. We'll be heading over for 2 or 3 weeks. That'll be a great opportunity, a wonderful educational experience. I haven't heard from Noah, but he's a great guy, and I'm sure he'll be happy to take the younger guy under his wing a little bit." This isn't just any training camp. Lyles' group includes some of the top